Rick Gannott, an experienced optometric professional, has been entrenched in the field since 1989, holding various roles ranging from technician to territory director. With a rich background overseeing 18 practices and managing over 120 employees, Rick transitioned to an advisory role in 2009 and founded Acquios Advisors in 2015. He's been instrumental in assisting optometric practices in achieving growth, enhancing efficiencies, fostering team dynamics, and setting strategic goals. Rick's expertise extends to all phases of a practitioner's career, from launching new practices to exceeding revenue targets, adding associates, and devising exit strategies.
Coming up in 2025, during our 10-year anniversary, we've got some great things happening. Some of you may have heard about our Opticianry Cornerstone training enhancement workshop that took place just a few weeks ago in Chicago. We launched it and it sold out in 9 days. Well, guess what? In February, we have the new OCT2 Part 2 happening in Florida, and it's going to be taking place in February. And I'll give you that date in just a little bit down the road, but we have that happening. But what's most exciting to me is when we started the idea of Acquios Alliance and started talking about it, we wanted to put together a national meeting. Well, we found that after going to a few different trade shows over the past months this year, here in 2024, that a lot of the trade shows aren't what they once were. Things are consolidating. Things are just expensive. And not that our event's going to be cheap by any means, but it's just a different way of looking at the trade shows. And what we are doing on March 28th and 29th in Kansas City, Missouri, we are bringing like-minded vendors into this particular event. And it's open to you to bring you and your staff and have a great opportunity to be able to have that retreat, have some bonding time. And we're being able to do this because of companies like Carr. Carr Realty is going to be there. Arbor, independent frame company based out of Texas. Shamir, One Interior, a great floor designer and planner for your office floor plan and your design of your office. If you don't know of Helen, make sure you look into her. Ina Vision, Greenleaf, Pacific Artisans Lab, what a great independent lab that's out there that's looking to partner with practices to really help them grow their practices, having the best of product and the best of service as well. One Spot, what a great billing and coding platform to be able to add in your office. Crystal PM, in my opinion, the best EHR available right now to optometric practices. Dion, Mark, Ben, they have a great product and they do great. Collective Revenue, more. I'm not going to list all of our all of our vendor members, but those are a few that I think we just have really good relationships. And OVO, they all do a great job for us. Europa, I can keep going on. Charmant, I'll be quiet on that. The list is just too extensive to do it all. But as I said, as we enter into 2025, there are some awesome things happening. Again, Empowerment 25, there's information on our website. We'll probably put a link right with this post on YouTube for you to be able to find and how to register and get the rooms. We already have rooms already reserved for March 28th and 29th by multiple doctors that have already signed up and committed to coming. We're looking forward to really helping you guys be able to see these businesses, these vendors that are there to, again, make your independent practice different than the commercial chains down the street and so on and so forth. By the way, did I mention it's no cost to you to attend or your staff members? Yes, there's hotel rooms available, but if you're in Kansas City, you don't have to stay at the hotel. You can just drive in for it. If you're in a drive market, you don't have to pay. If you need a hotel room, yeah, you have to stay. You have to pay for that, but housing's not free, unfortunately. No pressure education of an action, is one of the key things we're doing at this time. We have 8 hours of COPE speakers that are going to be scheduled to be there. We've got Doctors Chad Fleming and Dr. Julie Helmus, who's going to be there. They're going to be talking about everything from migraine and light sensitivity, marketing your practice. We have Dan Pauly from a law firm called Smith Pauly Law Firm. Dan is going to be coming to talk about estate planning. How many of you have not thought about your exit strategy? And you don't wait till you're in your 60s to talk exit strategy and estate planning. You need to be doing that when you're in your 40s. I mean, earlier this year, I had a husband-wife OD team down in Texas. One, I think Dan is, I'll say 44 at the time, because I don't want to go any older than that. And I think Allison was 42. They were able to find their exit strategy and follow it through, and I loved helping them do that. Worked with them for many years, but they are doing great. You plan earlier, you're going to be in more success. So I look forward to having Dan Pauly there to speak about exit strategy, enhance, being able to plan your estate planning and retirement plans for your staff as well. This is something that needs to be talked about. I mentioned car realty already once. Well, Ken Jorgensen is going to be able to be there to talk to you and deliver a presentation talking about lease review. You know, when is it time to renegotiate your lease? If you're going to stay in that lease, you shouldn't be waiting till 3 months before the lease is up. Ken is going to be able to talk to you specifically about how to plan for that so that you make it right for yourself and you have a leg to stand on with your landlord. Or on the flip side, do you evaluate your business 2 years out and say, you know what, I don't want to renew my lease. I think it's time for me to go invest in my own building. You know, how can Car Realty help you? How can we help you make sure that it's going to be the right move for you? It'll be a collaborative team effort to be able to be there. So again, we're having vendors that are there to support what people are going to be speaking to and make it really good for you guys and all. As I mentioned, the Optician Cornerstone Training and Enhancement Workshop Part 2. You know, it is happening February 18th and 19th. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida. It does fall kind of on a week where there's another event out there, but that's okay. You know, come in a little bit earlier for it. Have your staff come in, have your opticians come in and be on this hands-on learning training workshop that we put together. It was amazing to see. We had 30 people in this room in Chicago, full bore. We had lensometers there. We had Optical Advantage, Ron Vinceslio made glasses. We had, I think, about 12 different prescriptions in each pair of glasses, ranging from, you know, single vision, different lens materials, to progressives, prism, you name it. And got to give credit where credit's due. I don't know how Doug Pelkey from Europa did it, but he actually made prism fun and easy to understand. So all these opticians, whether they were brand new to the industry or only months into the industry, or people that have been there for 5, 10 plus years, everybody gave us such positive feedback. It was a no-brainer that we need to create this again. So we found a great location down in Orlando, Florida. For those of you who are northern like we are here in Nebraska, yeah, that was kind of a smart move on our part, putting in a nice sunny state so we can go enjoy some nice warm weather. But this, again, is an amazing event that I encourage you to look to get your opticians to, because quite honestly, the word that title optician should be used very, very loosely in my opinion, because there's a lot of people that don't understand the optics. But as people were finished with the day-and-a-half event that we were done, everybody felt like they walked away with knowing far more information than they ever did. Ron Vinceslio did an amazing job showing how to repair glasses, everything from drill mounts to string mounted frames, semi-rimless, full Xyle frames, metal frames, you name it. We taught it. We taught adjustments. We taught face shapes and frame styling. We talked about what lenses to recommend to the patients given different lifestyles. It's amazing to me how many people don't know about double D bifocals for those that work in tight spaces like electricians, plumbers, mechanics, and so on, that need to see their hands and their workspace above their head. You know, these are lenses that are life-changing for these people that are in a very important profession, and one that we definitely need more of in our country or world, for that matter. So again, it's a great event for everybody to look to attend. We'd love to see you there. Again, the other one sold out in 9 days. We do limit the number of people we have because we only have so many lensometers. We want to make sure we can have the one-on-one attention with the attendees while we're there to make sure they get the full experience. So as we look at this, you know, we'll be sending information out about the event in the coming days. So watch for that, and you'll see exactly what's available. And Europa has also been has offered any of the attendees that come to the event will receive hall passes to that other event that's taking place days after we're going to be in Orlando. So if you do decide to stay in Orlando for a little extra time, you might get a free pass into that event. As I've said many times, the past 10 years have been phenomenal, and I'm excited to start our 11th year in business. We're going to stay true to who we are and what we are. I'm never going to change. I love what I do, and I do what I love. And it's for that reason that I'm here doing this video, to express my gratitude and thankfulness to each and every one of you, of our clients that are working with us today or have worked with us in the past. We welcome you back when you need our help. Our team has grown. We've added, in the past year, 2 more advisors. There's a good possibility we'll have another one starting probably early in 2025. We see that people want the help. We're here to give the guidance and support that people want and need. So don't ever hesitate to send us an email and tell us what you want from us, and we will listen. We'll create webinars, we'll create tools, we'll do what we need to do to help you have the resources you need to be the successful business owners that you are. And I wish all of you a very, very happy Thanksgiving and a great new year. And here's to many more years of us being able to be here for you going forward. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sincerely, Rick.